A very good morning to you and welcome back to the show. If you're listening in from the UK, well, then very good morning to you. If you're listening in from around the world, welcome to the show. How is your day going so far? It is Friday, and I keep reminding you of this because if you've had a terrible week, or even if you've had a pretty okay week, well, just remember that you get tomorrow to unwind, to get some time for yourself. And I want you to remember to do just that, okay? Take a few days off for yourself, take a few days for yourself to just enjoy and just have a good time, okay? That's I think what's most important, because if you work really hard, you gotta reward yourself. You gotta give yourself a little treat and use tomorrow to do that for yourself. All right, with that being said, I want to remind you that you are tuning in or streaming in on Relax Radio. This is the platform where we inspire you with all things interesting. We give you the latest information with regards to entertainment, with regards to technology, business, current affairs, politics, whatever it is, we talk to you about it here at Relax Radio. And we definitely want to hear your thoughts and opinions. We want to know what you're thinking. We want to know if you agree with what we're saying, or if you disagree, that's okay as well. Go ahead and let us know by calling us on 07852 or very simply, you can leave a comment down below. Okay, share your thoughts and opinions with us. Let me know what you are thinking. Let me know what's going on in your head, because I would definitely love to hear from you. Okay, with that being said, let's get on into the conversation, and that's with regards to Britney Spears. Now, I know you've probably heard her name an insane amount of times for the past few weeks, okay? Because I think it all started with the whole conservatorship case, and I've spoken to you about this whole Britney Spears scandal, Britney Spears drama. But if you missed it, well, basically, let me just run you through what has happened. Britney Spears, basically, she is one of the most iconic celebrities, iconic musicians out there, correct? But the whole situation is that she has, basically, she has not been able to make any decision for herself for the past few years because of this whole deal that was called the conservatorship case. Okay, now if you're wondering what conservatorship is, well, it basically means that whatever decision she makes with regards to, if it's with regards to performing or putting out a song, or even making children, even pregnating herself, all of these decisions were actually, she wasn't allowed to make these decisions for herself. It's her father and this other guy who was a co-conservator was supposed to make the decisions for her, right? And what she says basically in the court case, where she said this conservatorship was actually abusive, she says that she was made to perform when she actually didn't want to perform, and that she was made to take drugs at certain times. She was made to do things that she really did not want to, just because of this whole conservatorship case. And she's fighting it. She's saying, enough is enough, and I don't need to be taken care of so far by her father and by the co-conservator. And she says, it's time to put an end to this whole deal, right? But of course, it's a whole court process. There's a lot of legal stuff that's happening with that, and the trial is actually going on right now. And she wasn't allowed. So the only advance, I think, that happened to the trial within the past couple days, and I informed you guys of this as well, was that she was able to have her own lawyer. So previously, she wasn't allowed to have a lawyer for herself. She was only allowed to have a lawyer that was assigned to her by her conservators, okay? But right now, she was given the opportunity to choose a lawyer for herself, which is amazing, which is one step towards the correct decision. But why she's back on the news is because apparently the US pop star Britney Spears is being investigated after one of her home staff alleged that the singer had struck her. Oh my goodness, this is I don't know if this is way too much Britney Spears drama to handle for a year, because 2021 has been all about Britney Spears and all of her drama. But yeah, that's basically an allegation that has been done, and if it's true, I mean, it doesn't matter how popular you are. If this allegation is true, I definitely think that there needs to be consequences that are taken. We'll talk about this a little bit more. I want to share with you the specific details of this allegation, if it's true or whatnot. But we're going to head on off into a little break, so make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. Welcome back to the show. I am Jamie, and this is, of course, the Chat Wrap on Relax Radio. How are you doing? How is your day going so far? I definitely want to know if you are having yourself a good day. I want to know if you are enjoying your day-to-day work. Go ahead and let me know. The number to call me is 07852 or very simply, you can get in touch with me. And since this is happening live, all you gotta do, especially if you're listening to us on our social media platforms, all you gotta do is drop a comment down below. There's definitely like an option for you to leave a comment, and since this is happening live, I can reply to your comments, I can let you know what's going on, and I can share your comments with everybody that's listening in as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, you get to share your thoughts and opinions with everybody else, and we can exchange information, exchange perspectives, which is always a pretty amazing. So go ahead, let me know what you're thinking by leaving a comment down below. I am Jamie, and this is, of course, the Chat Trap, the show where we trap you with the best of conversation. All right, with that being said, we've had such amazing conversations so far. Earlier on, I was actually talking to you about things that you can do in order to be happy, in order to be actually joyful. And I told you the first thing that you need to do is stop comparing yourself with other people. It's something that we're taught to do growing up. Don't lie to me. I know for a fact that right now how you measure your happiness is based on, like, oh, do I have a better car than the other person? Do I have more money than the other person? We are taught to measure our happiness in terms of us having something better or being in a better position than somebody else. So at the end of the day, that basically means that our happiness doesn't depend on us, but it depends on what something else, or what a thing or a position that somebody else has, which is something that I don't want you to do. Okay, if you want true happiness, you shouldn't depend it on anybody else. Your happiness, the only person that decides your happiness should be yourself. So if you truly want happiness, that's definitely one thing that you need to do. You can't wait for the perfect moment. Okay, if you have dreams, you can't wait for the perfect times and conditions to begin. You just need to take the moment and make it perfect. You need to stop worrying about things that are beyond your control, because you're never going to be happy if you keep worrying about every little thing that's going on in the world. Don't postpone your joy. Don't expect too much from other people, and don't brood over your past mistakes. These are a few things that you can do if you want to be truly happy. But going back into the conversation that we were having, Britney Spears fans, if you are a Britney Spears fan, you are definitely going to want to hear this out, because keep aside all of the hashtag free Britney drama, there is more drama. Okay, and the gossip is hot, because guess what, apparently Britney Spears is being investigated after one of her home staff had alleged that the singer had struck her. Okay, so the employee had made a claim after there was a whole dispute at Miss Spears' home on Monday. That's a few days back. And the Ventura County Sheriff's Office said that it will send its inquiry to find out if this is true, and if this consideration of misdemeanor battery charges is real. So the singer's lawyer obviously denied the allegation and said it was overblown, but the employee says that she was actually struck by Britney Spears, and that she's obviously going to want something done about it, and she's going to take legal actions about it. So the employee in question is somebody called Mr. Rosengart, and apparently Miss Spears hired Mr. Rosengart last month as she seeks to end her father's hold over her life. And I gave you like a brief run through with what's happening with the whole conservatorship case. But if this is true, like I told you before, there needs to be some action taken, legal action, because that's never okay. It doesn't matter what situation you are in. Doesn't matter how powerful you are, it does not give you the authority or power to disrespect somebody else, even if it is an employee. All right. Okay. With that being said, I've been talking for quite some time. We're going to head on off into a little break. I'm going to be back though, and we're going to be talking about some pretty amazing things. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax